we're here with Matthew, and Matthew has just gone through a Smile Makeover here at the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. And Matthew's going to tell us a little bit about the experience, but maybe we're going to start off with a question. What were your teeth like before you started all this endeavor?
I suppose the word that springs to mind would be dilapidated. Following several incidents throughout my life, they became damaged and decayed, and with expenses with children and just life in general.
Life happens.
I put off getting them repaired, and it was a cascading situation where the back teeth were broken and rotted and ended up being extracted, and then that apparently caused my front teeth to collapse as well. So
Matthew, during the video, while our visitors are going to be watching this, they'll be able to see some before and after pictures of your teeth.
Okay.
And so yeah. And I can see it's a bit of a struggle to smile because, it's years that go by where you're not. Did you find that you were hiding your smile, hiding your teeth?
Absolutely. I felt self-conscious. Embarrassed, I would say, is probably the word. To be in conversation and in company, in situations, in business situations, to actually open my mouth and smile was next to impossible for me. So it's a big change.
So why don't you give us a real smile now? There it is. There's the money shot right there. Tell me a little bit about the experience. How long did it take to get your teeth done? Was it a long thing, or was it not such a long thing?
Well,
was it a surprise?
I had started on a piecemeal kind of basis with other dentists, and well-meaning, good dentists. I had a couple of implants put in with temporary crowns put on, but never with a real plan, a real laid out, plan of how things were going to progress and how things were going to end up. So it was very piecemeal. And when I came here to Dr. Rob, I was pleasantly surprised that he immediately laid out a plan of action and was very clear about how I was going to look, how things were going to progress, and what needed to be done. And he gave me a very honest assessment, and it was a little depressing, I have to say.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think something that can be said here is that, give us a smile. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, it's force of habit.
Here is that when we do dental cases, other dentists tend to pick it and choose one tooth at a time, and we sort of tend to try to fix something when something else is broken, and perhaps it's stopping us from fixing a tooth properly just because we're ignoring some of the trees, just instead of looking at the whole forest all at one time. It certainly makes you doing a case and completing a case go a lot faster too, Okay, so we're going to pause here. So Matthew, tell us a little bit about how this has changed your face, because we take these before and after pictures, but it's how did you perceive your face before we did this job, and then afterwards, how did that change?
Well, I had noticed a kind of sunken look around my mouth, and some deeper, I know I'm getting older, but I'd noticed some deeper lines on my face. And since having the work done, it's opened up my jawline more, and which has re-stretched the skin, and it seems that my mouth does not have that sunken appearance anymore,
Right.
which is very aging.
Right.
It's synonymous with sort of,
If you could sort of turn your profile up, what I'd like to do here is show your lip line, and in the bottom right corner, the viewers will see here what your lip line was doing beforehand. Your lip line was in a permanent sort of frown, and now we can see your lips riding rather parallel to the horizon. And before, you can turn to look at the camera. And before, you were pretty much wearing a permanent frown. In some of these before and after pictures that we're going to be showing the viewers, also we see how badly broken down the back of your mouth was, which was causing you to basically disintegrate your front teeth.
Yeah, it was not a good situation.
No. And really, I think what this video can help to do, though, is sort of encourage folks out there to look at this, and I keep using this analogy, look at the forest and rather not just look at one tree at a time, which is what most dentists do, and that's how they miss the boat, and that's how patients keep paying money over and over and over, because it seems like you pay money to fix one tooth, and then a week later something else breaks because not everything's done at the same time. What can you make any comment about the investment though that you've got here?
Well, it's a significant investment, that's for sure. However, I'd say the quality of life that it gives you is so valuable that it far outweighs the financial. What I haven't mentioned is I snored a lot. And apparently that's from your jaw collapsing from not having the right, positioning with your teeth. That has abated, according to my wife, considerably. So the quality of life for, not just me, but my family. So just being able to bite into an apple, for example, not having to worry about a filling falling out or a crown falling off, or it's immeasurable. It's life changing.
Let's talk a little bit about business opportunities, because we're trying to monetize this. We're trying to create an ROI, if you will, a return on investment for viewers who may have a broken down dentition that's similar to the way yours was. You sell high-end kitchens. You do high-end construction maintenance. You're also into sailing. High value, high net value sailing. Let's just rephrase this. Okay. What I like to do now is really sort of give an idea to the viewer what the return on investment is, apart from structural things, you've got new teeth and such, but how do you feel this helps to position you business wise, as opposed to what you looked like before, and how this possibly
I like to think of it as like it's almost like curb appeal. In business, you get one chance to make a first impression. And I don't know the actual number, but I think it's something like 7 seconds. Somebody makes most of their decisions about you that they're going to remember forever. So if that first 7 seconds is a mouthful of broken teeth, how do you monetize that? It's what that they perceive you as taking care of yourself.
Right.
I don't know that you can really put a value on that. It's priceless. It's in terms of self-esteem, obviously that counts, but I think it helps in so many ways. I don't know that I could monetize that. It's immeasurable.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. And I just think that when you do some of the things that you do, and you, let's just face it, Matthew, you are kind of a jack of all trades. You've managed restaurants in high-end establishments. You have been in design business. You also work with sailors delivering vessels that are, let's just face it, they are $1 million vessels that you're dealing with $1 million clients.
The cheaper ones.
The cheaper ones. But I, let's just face it. You know, if we look at the before picture that's sitting in the right hand side of this frame, and we look at the smile that you're going to show us right there, it really is, are you going to buy a high-end kitchen from this fella here on the right, or are you going to put your trust to deliver your vessel in this fella that's sitting here smiling on the left of the frame, you know? I don't know. There it is.
It's perception, you know.
It is. And here it is. It's the same guy in the before picture as it is on the right, you know, in the after picture. But how the client perceives it, you know, when you're trying to close a deal, is it's in their head. You know, we can either have this guy or that guy. You know?
And I think more to the point, it's how you feel about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you don't feel confident, you can't sell with confidence. You can't speak with confidence.
Right.
You can't interact on a personal level with somebody if you feel somehow disabled by a flaw, you know?
Right, exactly.
And for whatever reason, I mean, there's a lot of people have inherently bad teeth. And, you know, a lot of people in my family have had bad teeth, but...
Well, you're English, you know.
Yeah, of course. But it's just... It's a disablement. It really it puts you at a disadvantage. So
yes.
I would strongly say that I would recommend anyone to get this done.
Yes. Okay. Well, great, Matthew, with your full mouth rehabilitation and showing those pearly whites. Then let's see them. There you go. This is Matthew, and we thank you for sharing this with the viewers. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And I would say that Dr. Robert Rioseco and his staff are fabulous. They've made me feel at ease. And even to the therapy dog in the reception area. Fabulous all-round experience. Really highly recommend.
We're really glad, Matthew.
Thank you so much. You've changed my life.
Thank you. Thanks.